we need to start thinking about song way beyond its representational qualities within the sonic, but to think about song as in terms of, blackness as an experience in the world. That in the end, when the world ends, blackness will also end, and, we will be something else on the other side, whatever that is.
Does it end the world in the end?
Because if the world doesn't end, we will remain black, So are we, is this it? Are we
That was
on?
quick.
We're on, that's it.
Oh yeah?
Wait, are you comfortable? How are you going to be sitting?
I mean, I'm free to move, right?
You're free to move. I just want to
Yeah.
see where you are so that I can always catch you.
We are always at a loss, I think, when we are looking for empirical or when we are looking for tangible tangible things. And of course, I think this is the human demand of wanting tangible things. And this is, I think, why we have a problem with the individual versus the community, because, of course, we occupy individual bodies. And I mean, this is also the big problem with the notion of the composer. And of course, I am the composer of the album, of the music. But the music only comes to life when it is with these people that are contributing. And that's I guess that the drive that we want of making it tangible. It only becomes tangible within the context of having these 16 people. That this album only became an album with those 16 people, and without those people, the album will still remain abstract, right? So I mean, somehow there's a way that already when composing the music, I was already with the people. So I mean, thinking through their presence, right, in their absence, and I mean, I think for me that presence absence thing is important, and I think it opens other spaces of thinking about what it means to be present, and again back to the notion of inheritance.
I'm not disputing the note.
Yes.
I'm disputing the vowel.
Okay.
It's difficult to sing the vowel R with this tempo.
Yeah.
Yes. So now I'm speaking in terms of lali.
Yeah, then you go back to G flat.
What does it
You
say?
say da 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 da. Yeah, it's up. Then the da it's G flat.
G flat.
Yeah. Da da. Yeah, that one. Beautiful.
Yeah, they pick behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So la 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 la.
So for us to be in time, and I think we must be as light and as easy as possible, rather than wanting to push. La, 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 la. but la 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 la. It's not you. So cool also bathroom. La 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 la. Light as possible. We'll manage to keep time.
Tamba.
Huh?
Can you please play this on the piano just once?
Once, just
because we were actually trying to fix notes. That's why we delay. We're trying to fix notes and then we're going back to the wrong ones because what we're singing now is not correct.
Yeah. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Bitch.
Can you play?
The E flat. Bar 5.
5.
Bar 5.
Yeah.
Slow. Because the B.
The B natural.
Yeah, Ronarva started that B and it's not the first note.
Oh yes,
that's why we get lost.
Okay.
Because I get da 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 da. We want to say da 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 and it's wrong.
So it's a
da da ba 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 ba.
Okay.
You anticipate the E flat.
Yes.
Please anticipate the E flat.
The B is on the syncopated. The B is on the syncopation.
Please, let's do that.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the song, let's not change.
Yes.
Because Thomas and then Mohar, we go back to the wrong thing.
I think before we roll, we should listen to the band and try to do it correctly.
Yeah, I mean, and I think for me, these are the serious contentions, that we find as a limitation in terms of creative process vis-a-vis the industry, right? So I mean, also thinking through the notions of commodity, that then sort of like makes category ideas of black music. We've been talking about this. That I grew up in the 90s, and then there was the death of the boy bands, right? The death of the sort of groups, death of the female bands, and it was the individual, So I mean, I think there's something that is deliberate. That happens into gesturing towards the individual. Of course, by the moment you can exercise these notions of composer, of artist, there are so many people that have fed into your being, whatever you want to call your art practice. Or so I mean, in that sense, without taking it far, you are carrying all these people's ideas with you. So you might hear a melody from Chris McGregor. You might hear a sort of like a drum pattern from like the Louis Moholo. You might hear a sort of like a phrase. So I mean, you carry all these things, and I mean, and this is why within the black context, because when you say black, I'm not talking about specific ethnic orientations around geo-specific places. When I speak black as a global experience, right? And because I say we speak black music, of course, this music has a particular orientation. It comes from South Africa, it comes from particular people, but then the relational aspect of the music lives beyond that particular moment and particular time. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fall. On that clang, 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 clang. Oh, yeah. And why group theory black music? I think group theory, it's been an ongoing sort of like study, I think, within the whole spectrum of the black arts, with some kind of a thinking through a process of thinking communally. In that respect, group theory with a colon qualifier that says black music is a process of thinking through about notions of inheritance and notions of a story that is bigger than us, and how to, I don't know, find a way to take part in the chorus of black dreams. There's still people who are alive who play what is called black music or liberation music in the continent, you know. And I mean, we're playing a gig with a friend, Reza, and he's got a song dedicated to Thomas Mafume, you know, and how that, you know, Chimurenga music as struggle music, as liberation music can sort of like be part of the canon of black music, and not black music within the context of jazz music only, but black music within the context of the larger sort of like articulation of sort of thinking through liberation projects and freedom projects. I know these dreams are deferred, but I think there's a way that there's still an echo, of these big moments within the historical sort of like accumulation that has become blackness within the world.
Man, it's pure black. That's what I can tell you.
Briefing that I had with that conversation is more about black consciousness.
Because the music speaks to black people's experiences.
She has a lot of opinions that are consistent with Pan-Africanism.
Try to go back to the roots of black Africans.
Telling an African story.
The history of black people.
It speaks of, our story. Yeah, as black people.
You can see the provocations of blackness.
It's spiritual music.
Basically, there are no walls between all these genres.
Well, just to find a home, in terms of expression, of the identity that we all, are looking out for, and our history as well. But to be able to do that, collectively, and share our thoughts and let the man who has something to say, to say it, without any just be there and just do it and be assured that you will have people behind you that will take it where you want to take it.
Mabrak, Wadada, Black Lightning Strike, Python Squeeze Accordion, past and future Jews in this, Sewer Turtles, Spittle Spewers, Hades Hate Gate Keep Dominion, we rattle keys to the Magic Kingdom, Dread Antennae pick up extraterrestrial torch, man. Amabuto it in a Zim Gem anthem, the Omega Factor, Land Spirit, all on, beneath, within, around, and us in it, a linkage infinite, shit music, hieroglyphic read, rhythm pulsate, power addict, object state, disseminate obscene control virus value system dictate, shatter machine music cut through, minds rhyme with how hearts vibrate in time, liberatory beats in tandem, dread reverb, ultrasonic vocab, theory to praxis, radical process, mud-bound, word sound genesis, life, revelation, revolution in black movement.
And back to inheritance, black music, I take it from Baraka, and blues people, he wrote about blues people, the blues, he wrote about black music, when it turns the 1940s, the creative turn, the creative turn of music. So, I think there's a lot of places where I think this term, the black music, is also pointing to the inability of ownership or the refusal that black music is group theory, in the sense that black music is this big canon of music that has been around since the struggle has been around.
Sleepy hollows, shadow nodes creep through senses crevices, dark embrace. Genius resides in blackness. Tababusiu, nocturnal mountain, race fist, spirit habitat. Blood rivers mystic, baffled psychics and psychiatrists. How Khalahadi, Madis Limpopo, yet keep the sun tomb clean. Silences violence, discord, swallows tongue. Percussion tattoo down to base marrow. Ivory tinkle fluid, spinal tap. No perjury, scalpels out, koala surgery. Horns go deep, essence core. Ancestral voices war dance out God's window. Heart and mind melody makes spines harmonize with entrails. Electric storm, sensor castles. Electric storm, injustices, palaces. Parcel gutted out to stuck, dark posterity. We come in, disembowelment, reclamation mission, min. Blues, black, darker than gray. Creation sounds, gold reef mine, rock fall, crash sounds. Guitar string, gun speak, tear flash. Black sonic signs, darkest acoustics. Black slaughter, up from under, back off, beyond the lash, the swish. Existence level cockroach. Even there, serpentine. Set it off, broken bone saxophone. Morning horn, the dawning. Black dreams are born. We're on.
Group theory, black music. What is that?
Group theory is black music. You know, it's just like there's no way to get black music without group theory. And group theory is this thing where like there's no center. Like things come from different points. And I mean that's for me that's always been the case about whatever we wanna call sort of like an unowning of ideas would be you know. I don't know, that, you know, developed within that group sort of like orientation. Of course, there's guidelines, but I think that all those inputs destabilize the center of the composer. You know, just like this project, like everyone was trying to make it work. I didn't come here with like you know, like with note to note, like you know what I mean. Although there's notes, but there's space for taking away, space for putting in extra, space for enhancing. It's not rigid. Baraka says black music is find the self and kill it. So I think that the death of the composer, or the death of the self, or the death of the individual is the impetus of black music. Yeah, shit, man. It's actually quite sad because there was this old man, Asapula Pratenis, man, from Dube. I mean, a great drummer, man, like a really fantastic drummer. So I was playing the drummer from my Kukasila, Nelo Prabiza. So you know, Prabiza was a left-hand drummer. So I was not left-hand. So I mean, you know, I like the thing that he done, but he was doing, but I always felt that I'm like, you know, nah. And then this cat came, you know, it's like, hey, man, he was playing. So I mean, for me, that was the first moment, I think, even opening up, even knowing just like the difference between a brush technique and sort of like mallets and sticks, you know. And then of course, you know, I started going to Rocker, and this is when I started meeting Bopra Andile, Bram Ravo, you know. And then I became really close friends with Ayanda Sikade, you know, who was a close friend and a big brother, you know, still is. So for me, I think that's just like that. The trajectory was always orientated around, you know, the music, but something bigger than the music. You know, it always had a friendship attached to it, or you know, something. A lot of people have said to me that, you know, like every time they see me play, like they think of Brian Blade. And of course, man, I've been following Brian Blade for forever. Yeah. And you know, the friends of mine used to say at some point, because I was following Bra Lewis, you know. So of course, man, I think I do have a voice, you know. But I think I also have like all these echoes, all these, like, you know, like my big brother Wakati would say, you know, all these traces, like Derrida would say, of other people. And for me, I think, I mean, that it's a beautiful thing, because I'm trying to also say thank you somehow, you know. So it's like an ongoing thing.
You always connect your drums, your music, to your socio-political outlook. Tell us a little bit more about that relationship. Why is that?
Yeah, because it's just like that thing. Before you know I'm an artist, you know, like here comes this young black man. Before you know what I do, you know what I am. You know. So I mean, yeah, I can't run from that. And for me, I think it's just that thing of not even one can't run from that, but always trying to appreciate that. You know, and that for me is a good thing. I was speaking with my partner, you know, like she was saying to me, Gabi, Toni Morrison has this thing of speaking about characteristics. So she would speak about the dispossessed people or like a landless people, and already with that inference, we're already thinking about black people, and we were saying that, you know, we should come to a time where saying the word black, you know, shouldn't be such an offense, you know, to the world, to get up and say that, hey, black people, what's happening to black people, is an injustice. What's happening in the black ghettos is genocide. What's happening and we want black freedom. That shouldn't be seen as antagonistic. But as we learn from black consciousness, and is that blackness becomes an antagonistic position to the world. That is anti-black, but two, that wants to you know, kill black people. Fundamentally, whether through poverty, through lack of education, through you know, lack of familial family possibility, through sort of like an onslaught of orientation that speak to a space of bondage, you know, of unfreedom. How is it sounding? How is it sounding?
Good. Yeah. First takes are really nice.
Is it?
Yeah. Both songs. I think they're really short. But I know that the previous one came in really hot, and then. But it was really nice. So but also the second was
So we're gonna do this one and we're gonna take a break. Okay. And then we haven't done that Where Are the Keys one, but there's so much music, I think.
There's a
True believer, true believer, true believer, true believer. True believer.
I mean, for me, this album is also thinking through a lot of sort of like theoretical frameworks that speak around ideas of blackness and notions of being, right? There's this sort of like insistence around the gender identity politic that happens around this time that we are in, and I've been seriously interested in theories that speak again of notions of castrations around black males because of somehow they are seen to be toxic. And I mean, the level of sort of like violence that happens at the conceptual level of the cancel culture or sort of like a moment of being able to erase a being that we can tie historically from the actual castrations of black males because of accusations and the actual sort of like maiming of black females. So for me, that sometimes I feel like a motherless child sang by both black female and black male presents, I think, a crack in the gender specific role. I think that song for me speaks about the impossibility and the inadequate framework that gender politics brings to black experience. That black experience cuts through gender, cuts through sexual orientation. It's just like it cuts through you being an artist. It's just like when you say I'm a black artist, I mean the blackness pronounces itself before you are an artist. I mean, every day is a you know, I don't live like an artist, you know, because now I have also like a 7-year-old, you know, so I practice an hour now, you know, then I listen to music, I read, you know, yeah. And I think that's the process is just I think the whole beyond particular things within the story. It's just like, you know, just trying to slowly uncover like the whole thing, you know, slowly, you know, the music, living, you know, practicing, learning, you know. No, I don't believe in zones. I don't believe in zones. You know, some people might, you know. But I believe in interruptions, bro. I really believe in, you know, I really believe in people being interrupted for them to, you know, iron sharpen iron, you know, and that is an interruption. But you can't leave that iron alone and think it will sharpen itself. It needs to be constantly interrupted by something else, you know. So I don't believe in zones. Like I don't believe in a space where when I'm practicing I'm not interrupted, or when I'm composing I'm not interrupted, when I'm writing I'm not interrupted. I'm always interrupted, and that's how I know things.
Are you interrupting us with your music? Are you interrupting our lives?
I hope we will. I hope that we will interrupt a couple of things with the period that we have on this earth.
What do you hope people will feel? Whether it's a tangible feeling or a spiritual feeling, whatever, when they listen to this record.
Yeah, that is black music, man.
And how does that feel?
No, you can't put it into words. No, I don't think you can. You know, many people have tried. So maybe you can read all those articles about black music. You know, Brazil used to say that you play music until you fall silent. So maybe silence, you know, in the end.
So in the end, it'll all go back to the silence.
Yeah, you know. Maybe we won't need to play these songs.